A huge aspect of my arcade speedrunning game, Parcel is exploring and finding shortcuts. One of the ways to do so is by smashing fences, which is quite fun to do. There's a crispy sound, screen shake, debris, and a particle effect. There's an issue though. If there's a cluster of fences, it can get somewhat overwhelming. My first thought was to automate and let fences detect nearby fences, but that causes a chain reaction, which is quite boring to say the least. My plan is to create linked fences. For example, if this fence gets destroyed, it'll trigger these two fences as well. If this fence is triggered, it'll trigger this fence. To start, I'm going to create a custom event that triggers the same destruction code as the van collision. Then create an array of breakable fence actors. Then run the array through a loop that triggers the newly created event. Next, we'll want a new variable to track if the break was triggered by a link. If it was triggered by a link, then we skip playing the smash audio. I also put the particle spawn into its own function. If the fence has no link, it'll spawn the particle normally. If there are linked fences, it averages the vectors and spawns the particle in the middle of all linked fences. Next up is simply linking the fences. This is the final result with the links. It's a much better balance of some chaos without being overwhelming. Wishlist for fences.